we are back once again with another Evercade video, this time discussing Namco Museum Collection 2. Now, I'd already discussed Collection 1 on one of my earlier videos. I'll link it somewhere, probably on the end or somewhere, something like that. But I've been looking forward to getting into this. There's some games on here that I do remember playing, and some that I've not played before or played in a while. So without further ado, let's get to the games that are on here, give some thoughts on the games as we go through, and then get you some gameplay, and we'll take it from there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so what games are actually on here? So first up, we have a 16-bit 3D shooter called Burning Force from 1990. Not a game I've played before. We have Dig Dug 2, an 8-bit action game from 1986. Now, I played the first one on Namco Museum 1. I eventually got the hang of it, so we'll have to give the second one a go. We have Dragon Spirit, from the New Legend from 1989. Again, another scrolling shooter. Galaga, which is or Galaga, which is from 1985, which is an 8-bit fixed shooter. Looks very similar to a game that escapes me. I'll work that out and possibly discuss it in the end video. We have Pack Attack from 1993, 16-bit puzzler. Now, I've definitely played this. I think I had it on the Mega Drive. So I'm looking forward to getting into playing this again. I remember it being a very, very good little puzzler. We have Phelios from 1990, another 16-bit shooter. Quite like the art style on that. Not sure what the game will play like, but we'll have a look. Now, a couple of games that I'm looking forward to getting into. We have Splatterhouse Part 2 from 1992, which is a 16-bit beat-em-up horror. And then Splatterhouse 3 from 1993, again 16-bit beat-em-up horror. We have Tower of Druaga from 1985, a maze action role-playing game. And Wartman, again from the same year. It's a multi-directional shooter. And we have Weapon Ward from 1995, which is a 16-bit fighting game. So yeah, that's the games that are on this cartridge. Let's get to some gameplay footage. Okay guys, so first game up we'll play will be Dig Dug 2. Now, I played the first one on the first collection, so let's get into the second one and see what it's like. Pretty much like the first one, you dig land away or you slap these creatures with your what looks like a harpoon gun, but we'll see. No, don't fall in there. Yeah, it plays pretty much exactly like the first one. You basically go around and you've got to knock these things into the water without them touching you. Let's see. Dig that away. There we go. Yeah, I know a lot of people will have played this on, when it was first out. I didn't, obviously. No. No. You've got to remember to go the right way so that you don't get drowned yourself. I've now set myself up quite badly with limited space. But yeah, get on the rocks. There we go. It's a decent little puzzle game, puzzle platformer. I'm quite liking it. I quite like the whole idea of it. Don't know what that was all about, but we'll soon see. No, go away. Get rid of you. So yeah, let's wrap this up and move on to the. Okay, so next up we have Pack Attack. Again, as I said in the intro for this, it's a game I remember playing. from what I remember, it's a nice, simple puzzle game where you lay down the ghosts and then you use Pac-Man to eat the ghosts, as Pac-Man does. Um, you've got your Pac-Man faces a certain way, so, and obviously it's similar. It's along the lines of Tetris, but with Pac-Man. I've obviously got it on easy here. It will be a lot harder on a harder difficulty, but yeah, I just stuck it on easy to capture some of this. I remember this being an absolutely amazing puzzle game. I was a big fan of Tetris. Don't get me wrong. I just for some reason remember Pack Attack being fantastic. Now there are two options for this. I think you've got this, which is just the normal game, and you've also got the choice of a puzzle style game where you get given specific levels to solve. You have so many Pac-Men to eat all the ghosts that are on there. But yeah, it's again. I'm loving the nostalgia feeling that I'm getting from this. Like I say, this is a game I remember playing. I'd have still been in school, so yeah, it would have been around when this first came out. It's 1993, I think it said. This is just going to be on an endless loop. So what I'll do is I'll as you can tell, sorry, I'll go into a bit more depth of this before I wrap up. As you can tell, basically, this is the simple premise is you've got to put ghosts down and eat as many of the ghosts as Pac-Man will allow. Obviously, that's the premise of it. It gets harder from memory. It gets a lot harder. It looks simple to begin with, but as it gets faster, and it gets a lot faster, and the ghosts come a lot thicker, and then you do stupid things like block a ghost in so you can't eat it. But yeah, it's excellent little puzzle game. Anybody who's got this cartridge, I highly recommend playing it if you've not already played it. Definitely worthwhile getting this cartridge for this game alone. I think this cartridge is spot on. So yeah, let's get another game going, and we'll see what we get. Okay, so I'm going to try one of the shooters on here in Felios. This is chapter 1. You get 3 credits. I assume these are bonuses. Yeah, I don't know what they do, but we'll see. Same as you would expect from pretty much any shooter, I guess. You go around shooting, seemingly. I don't know. I'll probably get a bit more into the story of this at some point. But it seems like a decent enough shooter. It's not massive bullet hell. Again, it's not massively simple either, I guess. It's one of the better shooters that I played on these collections. I like the art style. Attack the head of London. Okay. Don't know what that is, but we'll find out. Okay. Big dragons. I don't know what other people's opinions are of this. Sorry, I was trying to concentrate whilst and not talk as I'm playing the game. Yeah, I don't know whether other people have played on this collection, or what your thoughts are. This looks like a decent enough game. Helps if I don't get myself killed. It's not simple by any stretch. Shooters aren't my favourite, as you can tell. But yeah, I could definitely get into playing this. Definitely, yeah, it's all right. I'm gonna have to concentrate a bit more on it, and whilst I'm, I'll try and concentrate whilst I'm not recording. But yeah, not the worst game, not my favourite game on this collection, I would say, so far. But yeah, decent enough. I want to play a bit more of it, and see where I go from there. Charge that up. So you've got there are two ways of shooting. You can charge up your beam. There we go. We get to the end of the chapter. You charge up your beam where you can individually fire. So yeah, that's about a good time to wrap this one up and move on to another game. Okay, so two of the games I was really looking forward to on this collection are the Splatterhouse 2 games that are on here, Part 2 and Part 3. So it would be wrong of me not to record at least one of the two. So let's record the Splatterhouse 2. I'll not take everybody through the storyline. We'll get to I'll work the story out when I'm playing it. So you seem to be this guy in a Jason mask, a hockey mask. I can't remember I think Friday the 13th would have definitely been out before this. Yeah, because I'm sure Friday the 13th was 1980. I'm sure that this was in the 90s. So yeah, you can jump. You've got the option to punch. It turns out enemies kill enemies. I assume I jump over them. That's absolutely fantastic. You splat them against the wall with this pipe. Awesome. Quite like the idea of this. So yeah, it's this beat 'em up, sort of scrolling beat 'em up. Get off me. Not scrolling beat 'em up. Sorry, you. It's linear beat 'em up in the terms of you walk left to right, but obviously you do it better than I'm doing it. I imagine looking at you've got the life on the bottom. Those three masks I imagine will be my lives. You then have your score, obviously. But yeah, he's a very, very muscle bound Jason looking guy. What the hell is that? Okay, try that again. Yeah, I definitely want to play more of this. I want to actually want to get the one that's on 360. I'm pretty sure the one on the 360 comes with the original Splatterhouse on it as well. But yeah, it's a game I want to get more into. Looks very good, plays very well on this Evercade. So yeah, let's go back to the games room and just discuss my final thoughts on this cartridge, and we'll wrap up. Okay, so we're back just for my final thoughts on this, and just to discuss what I think of it. Much like I did with the Atari one, I brought Collection 1 down as well, just to see if there's much of a crossover. There isn't really a crossover of games on here. So obviously you've got, on Collection 1 you've got Pac-Man, but Pac Attack's completely different. You've got Galaxian, which I can't remember. I think it's similar to Galaga, but not. Obviously you've got Dig Dug on here, and then you've got Dig Dug 2 on here, but yeah, that's really the only ones that cross over that I can tell. So, thoughts on this collection. I preferred this collection to Collection 1. Mainly the Splatterhouse games and Pac Attack do that for me. Although the shooters on here were pretty good. That said, this probably the Collection 1 probably has my favourite shooter I've played on these so far in Xevious. But yeah, it's again, amazing little collection, good set of games, coming more into the modern era, away from the from sort of the Atari stuff. All in all, again, you know, I like the games. So let's then discuss what I would say is my favourite and my worst game on these. I'm going to rule Pack Attack out. It's a bit unfair because I would be biased towards it. I would probably rule Splatterhouse 2 and 3 out again, be biased towards them because they're really fun to play. I'm going to say Dig Dug 2 is probably my favourite game, having ruled those out on here. My least favourite was probably Tower of Druaga. Yeah, Druaga. I think that's how you say it. I just couldn't get the understanding of it. You have a sort of lance, and I couldn't get the lance to kill the enemies. So yeah, I just didn't gel with it. So that's the only reason why. Again, I'm loath to say that there's a bad game on it because, you know, I've set myself up for a fall now. I am loath to say that there's a bad game on the cartridge because they're not bad games. They are different to what I would normally play, as I said in the Atari video, but they are still a good collection of games. So yeah, I say this every video, but I'm really loving this system, really loving everything about it. Looking forward to seeing what comes out later on this year from it. I'd heard there was a Worms collection and a Codemasters collection. Really looking forward to seeing those. Hopefully people are strongly getting behind this. You know, I've joined recently joined the fans group, the non-official one on Facebook, and it seems to have a lot of following in there. So yeah, it's a good set of games. Seems to be having a good following. Hopefully that will continue. Hopefully they can get more licenses for some of the other games. It'd be amazing to see a Sega collection on here. Not that I think that'll happen, you know, or even a Nintendo one would be immense, but it's not going to happen. But yeah, I'm loving the idea of seeing the Codemasters one, the what was the one that the Worms one as well. But yeah, all in all, great little collections. Love the both 1 and 2 in the Namco Museum. Gonna get into some of the others now. All that's left for me to do is thank you for watching. I've been the Ignored, and I'll catch you on the next one.